There. How's everybody doing tonight? Well, it has been a long day. And so I decided I'd come on for a little while today, play a little around a little bit. It won't be too long of a stream, but see, I was planning on being on about 2:30. Yeah, that didn't work out. So today we're going to be playing a little bit more of Fallout 76, just kind of goofing off a little bit, hanging out around, seeing how things go. Now, as always, I want to remind everyone that my streams are not for anyone under the age of 13. Okay? Uh, some of the stuff I say, some of the stuff that I play can cause some problems with the younger viewers. I don't plan on being obscene, but you never know what might pop up. Okay, I do play a lot of shooting games, so just so you know, there could be blood, gore, and all kinds of stuff. So again, not for the faint of heart. All right, now that that's been said, going to be playing a little bit of the Fallout. Now I've got a couple of choices. I can go with my private adventure, or I can go into the main world and do an adventure. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go for the private for a little while. Now, I got on earlier just for a little while and kind of checked a few things out. But there really wasn't much going on. It's still, I mean, the game's pretty quiet. It is a quiet game. It's for the most part, except for, when you get the trolls. And when you get the trolls, they're trolls. You know. Uh, yeah, I know you do, man. Uh, so here we are waiting to log in. Uh, it's been internet's been a little wonky today, but that's just because up by Flagstaff, we've got some fires going on, and it's messed with some internet lines, and they've had to reroute. So, it could be causing some issues. Never know, though. All right. Okay, so looks like I'm at Fort Atlas.
Any news to share?
Now, I was wrong about Minerva. Apparently, that website had it a little off. It's going to be another couple of days before we know Minerva comes back. So it's probably going to be like Wednesday, I believe.
We'll learn from that mistake.
Okay, let's see what we got going on. We got a Always Vigilant. That one's not bad. That one's kind of fun. There's the former raider. He's still running around over in that area. Let's investigate Berkeley Springs. Red Rocket Cores. Oh yeah, that's for that. And then Pumpkin House. I don't like doing the Black Bear Lodge thing, because that thing is just so annoying. Because you got to hunt down on 3 different monsters, and then you get a 24-hour buff on killing those particular monsters, which is fine. Don't get me wrong, that's fine. it just gets, you know, you get the buff for fighting them, and then you don't fight them that often. So it's a wasted time and space. Ooh, okay. Ooh. Investigator's cabin. Let's go to Foundation. And it's closer. Investigator's cabin has floaters or wolves around it. I can't remember which one. It was. Ugh. They're annoying, that's for sure. Let's see, so. Alright. They're up there. Okay, yeah. Already done the thing with Ward. I need to go to the investigator's cabin. One thing's for sure is I'm glad they didn't try to do like they did with 4 with their survival mode where you couldn't, you couldn't do fast travel. Fast travel's okay. I like it. I like having the ability to do it. But that you try and go across Operator 3. That's him right there.
Let me show you.
It's wolves. I always kill him because I don't care. Huh. Especially if they're legendary, I have no hesitation in destroying them because it doesn't matter. It doesn't. Let's see, presets, wrong stick. There is a quest that brings you here, and you have to figure some things out, and it sends you all over the place for the quest. It's basically solving a mystery, and then it's I believe it's the sheep squatch one. Okay, so that one's done. And again, like I said, I'm really not going to be on here all that long tonight. But I did say that I would get on, so I'm going to get on for a couple hours. And besides, it's not like I really have anything else to do. All I really do is sit around and hang out with my family and love them to pieces. Ugh. Now, let's see here. Okay. Gotta run in, see Ward.
I wonder if Sonny has any ice cream now that he has a refrigerator.
Wait, no. longer.
I see you have our missing property.
Ice. Water is not.
I'm sorry to hear
also
that.
ice.
I wish there'd been another
Do
way.
not ask for
I'll get this
water,
intrusion
ice,
module
and
integrated.
sunnies.
Good thing those raiders didn't know it was missing. Thanks.
Always the intrusion model. Turret
Have you seen my tool?
control.
No, never mind.
Yeah,
I'm
the
just
turret
bothered.
control circuitry and the water cooled bone saw. Alright. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Six.
The only time I miss being inside the vault is
Shoot,
when the
I've got
weather's
enough
bad.
there that if I get,
Or if there's a nuke.
Minerva has a full
Oh,
set
no.
of plans for something,
No,
It's kind of
probably
strange
buy
what I
'em.
found in that vault.
it is ruined. No, it is on sale.
Okay.
Maybe Ward has more drawing paper I can have.
Alright, let's see what we got going on. Alright, well, we've got the squatters. That Crimson out prospect. I don't like that spot. I really don't like it. Let me...
Maybe if this place keeps going, I should get a dog to help me guard the house.
There we go. Turn the world radios down. Alright, that way there's no... Go to camp, see if she has a quest for me. But she should have a quest. Yeah. Anyway. Glad to see and hear from everybody. And that's a couple people that decided to hang out with me today. Yeah. It means a lot to me, actually. Okay. Let's see if the super mutants are out today. They've been running around. Every time I come over here lately, they come wandering up there. Been super mutants. Sometimes I'll get
Nothing
ghouls.
smells normal anymore.
Don't need to repair anything. Okay. News. That away. What's she doing over there? Yeah, you in the wall. Of course you're in the wall. She doesn't have anything. Okay, so I've still got that. I need to drink some water. Might as well eat. All right. That's done. That's done. There's uranium fever.
Hey, you. Must be my lucky day.
Go to the overseer's house and get that quest. Yeah. Yeah. little slow responding today. Yeah. And I understand what they were going for with this game. Well, as I said, you know, they just have not realized its potential. You know, having this on, it basically starts up its own little private server for you to be able to do all this stuff on, and then it gives you your own thing. Well, you know, they don't really dedicate a bunch of resources to the private one. All, you know, pretty much all the resources are going they're active, the big multiplayer one. And before that, it was, they were doing the PvP.
So good to see you again. Are you up for another photo reconnaissance mission?
Yep.
Splendid! Which settlement do you intend to gather information about? Ah, excellent choice. Those are fine folk. Quite pleasant. Good hunting, as they say.
Sawmill
As
and the
I'm sure
Watchtower.
you
Okay.
observed during your visit to the Foundation's settlement, much of the construction there is based on wooden logs. If the settlement is to thrive and grow, then the mill saw used to cut the logs must remain in good working order. We'd like you to photograph the saw so that we can ascertain its condition. Just north of Foundation, there's an old raider watchtower that might be a useful vantage point. The Overseer would like a photograph of the site to evaluate its current condition. And that's all we need for now. Good hunting, and do be careful.
Yeah. Watchtower is actually one of the easier ones to do. Yeah. Well, of the more dangerous, they usually give you one really easy one, like take a picture of the saw, take a picture of their generator, take a picture of Paige. And then there's one difficult one, which is go take a picture of the lake, go take a picture of the watchtower. And then there's the really hard one, which is a royal pain in the butt. And that's to take a picture of the freak show. Now, the only reason I say that one's a royal pain in the butt is about, I'd say 8 out of 10 times I go there, it's full of Mirelurks. You know, and the Mirelurk Queen is a royal pain in the butt when you've got, it's usually a Mirelurk Queen, 2 kings, and then a bunch of little minions. And the kings and the queen together are just annoying. Especially when I was running around as, in my sniper build, they would just eat me alive. It got to be very frustrating.
How's it going?
Great. That's all we need now. Rain.
Yeah, sawmill. All right.
You know, Loud, where's my tools?
It's Slippy out. Yeah!
All right. So we go sneaky, sneaky. And then we go to the watchtower. Which is a Blood Eagles outpost. It's not a bad spot, actually. You know, before the Blood Eagles showed up and all that stuff that was going on, when everybody came back to Appalachia, I used to have my camp up here. And it was really nice. So you can sneak up to here. Okay. There it is. You see where it says Watchtower up there? So as soon as it says Watchtower, you can take the picture. And it'll count. Now, I'm going to take a look at them through here. There's the boss of the area. That's the alarm. That's the lookout that just sits there and plays. Alright, well, it is what it is. I got that done. We head back, turn it in. Like I said, there's really not much to do as far as, you know, the dailies and stuff like that. Now, they do have, you know, things that you can do. The solo type of this stuff is really good for, like, farming, and you can do your dailies, a few other small things. I'm not really too interested at the current moment in time in doing the stuff, the seasonal stuff, because all the stuff you do, the daily mission things, and then you get the points that you were like racking up and things like that, and therefore your for the scoreboard here, see, this score and that stuff like that. Well, since the new thing comes out tomorrow, they literally cut all this stuff out. You know, and since I came from, the nice thing is, because I came from their actual launcher that they had, since they canceled that and I came from there, I had to come to Steam for it. I get like 9 free ones. And now, granted, they're probably going to suck. Knowing them, they're like, you get 9 free levels, but it's all garbage. Ha 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 ha.
Ah, you've returned. Do you have the photographs I asked for? Ah, very good.
Now,
very
here's the other
good.
thing.
I did
You
promise a reward,
when
so
you do
please
these,
accept these caps in gratitude for your service. A fair point.
when you
and
do these,
one I
if your
cannot
charisma
disagree
is
with.
above a 12,
I'll increase
okay,
the reward.
you can
Here are
actually
your
get
caps.
more reward.
Come and see me again, and I
It's-
might have more.
It's actually
work
really
for you.
simple. What you do is, whichever one that you went and spied on, you go to the opposite faction and you give them the pictures. Okay? You'll gain rep with them and some rewards. But then if you come back to him with a charisma of at least a 12, you can tell him, hey, they hit me over the head and took them. I went out and worked my butt off. You know, you can at least give me something for my trouble. And he will. But if you do not have a high enough charisma, he yells at you. Now, this is a good spot when you come in. When you first come in over here, with a new character, this is a really good spot to get things, because like they usually have a gun here and military armor and stuff here, military fatigues and an army helmet. And it's good because once you get that, makes it a little bit easier than having to come over here to Camp McClintock. Now, Camp McClintock, you can actually get the same thing, army fatigues and a helmet and stuff like that. And I think it's part of it's part of the mission to do so. But they're dirty, and the other ones here are actually clean, so they look nicer. If you're really into that thing, it is definitely well within reason, and you really want to go to Camp McClintock because you join the military. Once you join the military and you make it over here to the White Springs interest, and that's how you get to join the Enclave, is through the military. Basically, the Enclave is the military. So if you wanna be able to do the Enclave, you have to do Camp McClintock first. Well, it makes things easier. That's the best way to put it. What do we got here? Ooh, Distant Thunder. That one is a fun one to do. But mainly I'm just on kind of goofing off, you know, basically messing around with you guys. You know, just kind of having fun. It's good to see. I'm just glad I have somebody at least here to hang out. Oh, yeah. Well, yesterday was fun. I actually had fun yesterday. Today, not so much. Everybody wasn't feeling well. The fire has been blowing all kinds of stuff this direction, and my entire family is allergic to like different things. Like, I'm allergic to pine pollen. Yeah, I know. I live in the world's largest freestanding pine forest, and I'm allergic to pine pollen. It's all right, you know. I didn't come up here for the trees. I came up here to be with my wife. And I don't regret it. Not one bit. I'm incredibly happy that she's with me, and incredibly lucky that for some reason she decided she wanted to be with me. Now for 22 years. Scrap. Okay, now let's see. I don't have a recon scope, so I'm gonna have to do it the hard way. And that's fine. What do I want to do? Do I want to do...
Perimeter movement detected. Possible stealth unit in the AO.
Let's...
Hostile down.
Ah. A Scorched. Yeah, they'll get them.
Automated flash warning. Mass of Scorch reported in your vicinity. Have forward observer use recon scope for Defiance artillery strike. At Victoria.
Blood crawlers, gotta love them. Could be everything. Dual Slayer's auto grenade launcher. I know somebody who absolutely loves that grenade launcher. And don't get me wrong, it's nice. It's just not my style. Scorched Beast mixed meat stew. Nice. I think I've got that though. Let's see. Frag grenade. Battery. Okay. There's that. The junk. The chip battery. There's that. 31 money. Caster. Wrench. Chick plug set. Alright. Alright. Now, one of the biggest reasons I do not like doing the whole, the squatters, especially from that one area, is because you basically have to climb this tower as you're trying to hunt them down. And there's auto turrets. Now, mind you, your auto turrets just shoot regular auto turret rounds. For some reason, their auto turrets shoot explosive rounds. Now, if I could get my auto turrets to shoot explosive rounds, I'd be a very happy person. Mine just shoot normal 5.56. See, there's that Meyer clean. It's over there. Now, I've actually had them glitch a couple of times, and they put them inside that building. That was bad that day. See, I've got them both. Motion assist servos give you +2 to your strength. Whereas I think that you should get more. I also think you should get more out of your power armor. I understand that they were trying to make it not super OP because, granted, there's a set of non-power armor. I believe it's the one I've got on, the Secret Service armor with a certain bonus, like a certain effect that you put on it, that it's actually stronger than the power armor as far as damage goes. This one is the reason I go with the Ultra Sight power armor that I've got. is because of the radiation resistance it gives you. Otherwise, I'd be running around in my X1. Now, granted, I can kind of sort of run around in an X1 like I am now with this. But I actually like the X1 a little bit better. Maybe it was because of how many times I went and searched for them and everything like that in Fallout 4. Especially that one that was up on the top of the building. Oh my god, that one was a royal pain in the butt to get. Because you had to go up, climb up this giant tower to get up to the top. And when you got up there, you had to fight off like a Sentinel and a Soltron that they were capable of just beating the crap out of you. But if you won, they had a full set rank 3 power armor, which, the top rank is I think 7. But still, it's a full set. You didn't have to go out and go find it. And it looks pretty good.
Hello, students. Watoga High School is here for you. Watoga High wishes you an
One of the other things you got. Like in 4, when you could join the different factions to do things, and their power armors that you could get. Some of them looked really cool, like the railroad one. I kind of like the railroad one. And of course, all the ones for the Brotherhood of Steel. They had the most, but that makes sense because they're the Brotherhood of Steel. That's what they do. The coolest looking one to me was the Institute one, because you could literally make your armor look brand spanking new. Even if you got armor from, paint job from anybody else, even if you repainted your armor, it still looked all rusted, old, beat up. Except for if you were in the Institute. And then it was brand spanking new and bright white. That was it. Which, it's not bad. I don't mind that. I just wish there was other color variations. It makes sense for the Institute, though. Because they're very sterile and, very scientific and very up their own butt. There were some people that were like, don't you feel sorry for, what happened between them and their son? Well, not really, no. Because, the Institute was the one that did it. They pulled Sean away from Nate and Nora, and he went on to live for like 60 years. It wasn't like, what in the beginning when you thought it was, it was pretty much, when you find out it was like 10 years later, you thought it was 10, but no, it was 60 years later. He lived his life, and under his direction, they were stealing people from the Commonwealth and replacing them with robots. So, you know,
The transit hub of Watoga
the stuff that he was
offers monorail
doing
and bus services
was
to the greater
not
Cranberry
ethical
Bog
at
area
all.
and beyond.
And so I
Transit
don't feel
services
sorry
wait
for the
times are
fact that,
presently
you know,
longer than normal.
he
We thank you
dies.
for your
Now,
patience.
I did side with him a couple of
Watoga
times
wishes you safe
in my
travels wherever you are
playthroughs,
headed.
but for the
Please see
most
the
part, I
board for
usually
latest
go with the
arrival and
Brotherhood of
departure
Steel.
times. Welcome to the Watoga Transit Hub, the future
You
of
know,
travel.
and because the Brotherhood of Steel one, I just like what the stuff you get for it, and it's a lot of fun, really. Plus, you get to have a giant robot walking around for a while, and that is just, to me, just awesome. Now, if you do side with ones like the railroad, you'll go in there, and of course you'll still blow up the Institute. And then, you know, they'll get some of them out, and they will, because apparently they didn't realize that they had built AI. They had actually built an AI that could actually act human. But, you know, they built them perfect to where, you know, they were strong, they were smart, they were fast, and they ended up, you know, some of them, like in the one mission you get where they go out and start becoming raiders, and they are just dangerous, super dangerous. So I mean, it makes sense why they want to keep them under wraps, but they're the ones that were kidnapping people and putting them out in the first place. And then, you know, the railroad wants to save them because they're basically looking at them like they're robot slaves. And their ideas are, though their ideas are okay as far as how they feel, it's extremely misguided. You know? But, you know, like as I said, I did side with them a couple of times as well. And, of course, the whole Minutemen thing, where the Minutemen were the ones I went through, and basically they're the ones that took out the Institute, saved the Commonwealth. And to me, that one, of all the ones, that one was the more, shall we say, noble of all of them. Because it's just, the Minutemen are just trying to survive. They're just trying to take care of the Commonwealth. And the only downside to the Minutemen is Preston Garvey, who is frickin' annoying. Every time you turn around, he's like, oh, I need you to go check on this settlement. Well, you go do it, you know? You go check on the settlement. Or the fact that, you know, when I get there, I've got the settlement so armed to the teeth and that they really don't need me. When I get there, all my auto turrets and all the people that are there, especially the guards, just take everybody out. So it's like, why do you need me? Or even the funniest one is like, my main base of operations is usually Sanctuary. I like to set it up in Sanctuary and that type of thing. And he'll tell me that you need to check on settlement, and it's Sanctuary. And it's literally, you go and you talk to the person he wants you to talk to, and then I hear auto turrets fire up, guns being shot, and then the quest is complete. They don't even get to move in. They're dead. You know, so it's like, why do you need me? I got other stuff I could be doing. Yeah, I know, I'm rambling. Okay, so I ran that. Surface to air, not really interested in that. Yeah, what do we got? Let's see, we did that, we did that, we did that. Kill a creature while in a group. Could do that. Join a group with another player. Not interested. Build walls. Okay, that's fine. Build a wall or floor decoration in a camp or workshop. Okay, well, I might as well. Create a team. If you're running around on your own private server, you might as well make your own group. You might as well, because you do actually get a boost. It's not as much, but you do actually get a boost. I hear that. Now, is it that one that I killed, or is it another one? No, it's the one that I killed. That beeping is the officers, that thing that I got from them. Now, usually, you usually have to wait a couple of days. Two or 3 days from when they reset the stuff to get the codes. But there is a website that you can go look it up. And usually within 10 to 12 hours
Protect and serve.
after they do the reset,
Welcome
they
to
have
Watoga,
the code
city of the
already
future.
figured out.
Hi there. Welcome to the city of Watoga.
I honestly don't know how they do it,
Visitor,
but
you have arrived at the city of
I'm
the
glad they
future.
do, because that gives you the chance
This
to,
is Watoga,
if you want to,
city of the future.
if you want to go and do the mission to nuke everything right after it resets, you can. Alright, let's look over here first. I've got to see what. This is where one of my camps is set up at, is right here. Ah, Deathclaw. Albino Deathclaw. That's why I shoot their legs out. Because it makes them have to slow down and makes it more difficult for them to come after you. Someone came over here trying to get a Deathclaw egg. This is one of those random encounter things that they do. Okay, so head that way. See, this is a somebody's fighting something. It's an AI fight, because it's on my private thing, so it's AI fighting an AI. Out here, there's a lot of stuff. This is an old, in real life, in real life, this area is a cranberry bog. They do a lot of cranberries and stuff. Oh, hello. Now, let's see. Me? Stupid attack dog.
Something's close.
I've already killed most of them with my grenades. It's them killing the settlers. There's... Let's see, I've got 2 left.
Under attack.
I mean, up here is not bad for if you're looking for stuff, for resources and things like that. It's just a real pain in the butt to deal with the people that are here.
You really fucked up this time.
Good. Sure about that? Somebody should know. Let's see if he's over there. Yeah, Earl's Keep. Oh yeah. I remember that. Okay. Slayer. There. Thanks. We're gonna attack dog.
Nice work. Sensors indicate the problem squatters have been removed. Check in with me from time to time. I may have additional assignments for you to carry out.
That squatter mission, this squatter mission, is not a bad mission. Don't get me wrong, it's not a bad mission. For the most part. It's just depending upon which one it was. This one was, eh. Yeah, that's right. You find all that. I've already done the stuff with their keys and stuff like that. Down. That. Take that out. Okay, so I've got that done. These diseased cranberries are running through here. You can actually make a couple of good little things with them, but it's the full one. Oh look, hey, chainsaw. It's the full non-diseased. The full non-diseased ones that are actually what you're after, because you can make a 5% experience boost cranberry pie type thing, which is very nice. Okay, so that one's done, that's done. Look at the damn chainsaw. It weighs 9 pounds. It's nice, but it's only item level is 20. That's the max that you can get it. You can't go any higher. Which makes it a royal pain in the butt, because a lot of people like it. And when you're up to like level 20, it does some really nice melee DPS. And especially considering you can actually boost it to where it'll actually do more. What is he doing? Is he dead? No, he's moving, just moving slow. He may be hurt or something. Let's see. Maybe closer to go to Port Atlas. No, yeah, like the chainsaw, the drill, and I think one other, they cap it at level 20. Now, you as a player, of course, are capped at level. There's no cap for you as a player, but your gear is capped at level 50. So your weapons are all going to be level 50. Put a moss down. All your stuff capped at level 50. There's a couple of them that, like a couple of weapons will cap at 45. So they're not going to raise any of the gear up beyond that. But your character, I really don't like this area because this is just it's a swamp. That's what it is. It's a swamp. You know. It's that way. Now, there's usually bugs and freaking anglerfish, mutated anglerfish, mirelurks, and bears, and all kinds of weird stuff out through here. It's him right there.
You want to survive, you do what you gotta do. You stink of the crater. What do you want? About what? You selling something or what?
Now you can time to go back to the crater, or you can go to time to go to Foundation.
Yeah?
I usually time to go to
That's a
Foundation.
good idea. I'll give him a try.
Let's see, and then of course there's that. Dolly Sods campground. I hate Dolly Sods. I really do. That's him fighting with something now. And I love the fact that, you know, you go and you kill one of these guys, and they've got like 5 rounds of ammunition on them. 5 or 6 rounds of ammunition. But when you're fighting them, they have unlimited ammunition. So it's apparently like they used up almost all their ammo fighting you. Yay! This is a plane crash area. They're scorched through there. Okay, Brad Toad Ford. So tap. Alright, I'm gonna pop out. Pop out, head up to the crater. Yeah. And so, how's everybody been doing? You know? I don't want to hear how everybody's doing. For those of you that see this on YouTube, I'm interested in how you're doing as well. You know? How are you doing? Everything okay? You know?
Pretty sure Molly got me drunk just to hear me spill my guts. I never trust a bartender.
Yep. All over here. Turn this quest in.
Can I cross this name off my list or what? Good. I don't even care what you did. I just like to know it's done. So you're due some payment here. Hard work deserves real pay. Now scram, kid. Don't you go causing problems. I've got enough on my plate.
Yeah. I've done a lot. Those military grade circuit boards are freaking heavy. Those are nice for, there's like one mission that you find Mr. Handy out trying to do something, and you have to escort him. And if you have a military grade circuit board on you, it makes things so much easier because you don't have to worry about trying to repair him to get the thing going. You just replace it and he's all happy. Okay, let's see what we got. 5 creatures killed. Yay. Okay. And I can go do the Cabinet Park stuff. I could do that ecology thing. I'm just going to go do the pumpkin house real quick. Pumpkin house is actually really simple. It's just, since it's way in the hell out over here, it can be annoying sometimes. Especially considering when I first got up here, I was like, I think below level 20 the first time I came up this way. And right over there is a fissure with a, scorched beast pops out. There's scorched everywhere. I got my butt handed to me the first time I walked over that direction.
You there? Yes, I remember you. Back for more seeds, are you? Kindly fetch me some pumpkins to carve, will you? You will be adequately compensated, I assure you.
Trick or treat. It's kind of cool. I actually kind of like this guy. But anyway, what you do is you equip
like these, I wonder what I'm even carving for.
green thumb. Eat twice as much when you harvest flora. Okay? So any plant you pick up, you get 2. Makes things so much easier. But see, here's the pumpkins. Here, there. That's 6. I've already got over half. There's 8. There's 10. Now, where they want you to go is across the road. They want you to go over here because there's another big pumpkin patch over there. But again, the moment you start walking over there, you get a scorched beast in the air, and the scorched start running around.
You there? Wait, I know you. Welcome back. As usual, many thanks for your service. As promised, here are your seeds.
And, you know, he gives you these seeds. And you get those 3 pumpkin grenades. Now, the pumpkin grenades are actually decent. Just depends upon what your spec is and what you're doing. If I'm doing like a melee build, I love them because it makes them take more damage. But I don't take damage from it exploding. Red roach meat. Alright, so now I've got all this stuff for the rad roach to turn in that other daily quest. By the way, good spot to get the witch costume hat. The witch costume, though, you know that area where I went to go get the I bought that death claw. Well, there are other areas throughout this entire world like that. That's a random encounter spot. You can actually randomly get different characters. Like, you will find somebody dressed up in a Dracula outfit, or you'll find the witch, or, you know, a skiing one, and all these other different, you can find them off of the people there. It's where you get the patterns for it. And, like, some people will just do it to try and get the pattern and sell the pattern, because people like me who are, you know, completionists and really want all the stuff, you can actually get that. But then again, there are people who just want, you know, they just want the costume and stuff like that. And so you can actually get people to buy that. They just want the actual thing that you're selling. And you can make a decent little bit amount of money. Not a whole lot, but a decent amount. Don't forget, like I said before, don't forget to put that stuff back. Pretty sure. Okay. Now, let's head up to there so I can do the red rocket. As soon as I get there, I've got to get into my power armor because there's usually ghouls and a Wendigo hanging out there. Well, there's also one really cool little bot that I really wish they would have fleshed out more. He was there for he's there. He does that. I think he does the Halloween event stuff. Well, he did the first year, but they didn't use him last year. I don't know why. See? Just a big old horde of these idiots. Yep, you're dead. Alright. Yeah.
For the moment, it seems that all is quiet and still. But looks can be deceiving. And
nothing is what it seems.
His name is Jester. And he was actually really cool. That what they did with him was really, really cool. And by the way, this is where you can get a clown outfit and another Halloween costume skull.
in tonight's episode, we follow the story of
an innocent who was cast out. found alive in the...
Nothing really good there. Alright. Now, where I'm heading up here is basically you get a mission to go to the Red Rocket. This Red Rocket Superstation they have over there. The first time you do it, and then you get these. You get the first time you do it, you get this mission to go and track these guys down. They're basically rogue robots. You track them down and
disciplinary action.
You go try to get the core. And once you do the quest, it's actually not all that hard.
Satisfied customer has been identified.
By the way, with robots, shooting them in the head isn't actually a natural. It doesn't actually work all that well because it does like half the damage it does to shoot them in the torso, in the legs, and stuff like that. That's why I usually don't deal with it. Except for Assaultrons. Assaultrons, it comes in handy. But you got to be careful about taking out... You have to be real careful about taking out their limbs. Because with the robots, if all of their limbs are taken out, they go into a self-destruct mode. And they explode. And they do about the same amount of damage as a frag grenade. And depending upon what you're doing and how you're running things, they can one-shot. Well, they don't one-shot me because the way I built myself up, but that's in this spec. If I go into my sniper spec, they one-shot me. You know, they one-shot me big time. One of the big things I want to try and get is I want to get a pair of acrobat bonus. Ooh, Colonel Gutsy. Now they had a glitch. They had a glitch in these things last week when I was on here, and they were able to do. They were able to shoot the Assaultron, the big Assaultron blast, and they were just, you know, I was encountering 2 or 3 of them that would do that. And they were just tearing through me. Oh goody, a mini nuke. Yeah, this here, right here, this is that you can actually get this. And this is where you get, it's good for building aluminum. You're getting your aluminum and the nuclear and steel. This one's actually not bad, but it's usually heavily contested. The only one that's more heavily contested is this one up here. munitions factory, because you can actually make ammunition. It's got aluminum, lead, you know, it's got aluminum and lead, oil, and it'll make regular ammo. So I mean, it's a big one. It's a really good one to go and get your hands on. But usually it is heavily contested because everyone wants that ammo factory. And some people figured out how they could go up there with their camp and just set the camp down where the ammo machine is within their sphere of influence, and they'll walk in, they'll put down a couple of, they will put down a couple of little generators, turn the ammo factory on, and let the ammo factory start doing its thing. You know, and not have to take the entire thing to do that, so it doesn't look like it was taken. And then you get, they'll be able to get all the ammo that they want without spending their resources. And if someone does come up there and try and take it, they're immediately notified, and because it's within their sphere of influence, they can actually get them, get those characters labeled as wanted, and so everyone else goes and runs around and chases them down. And leaves them alone. So a lot of people don't like to mess with them. Of course, a lot of people don't like dealing with the whole, you know, taking that for the resources anyway. Alright. Yeah, this is Vault 94. This whole story behind Vault 94 is messed up. And I want to do it, but I'm not going to do it tonight. Yeah, because it's already 8:30. You know, I can go for, you know, I can go for a little while longer. That's no big deal. What's that? Oh, the Rat Toad board's there at Dolly Sods. Oh boy. Let me get up to the Dolly Sods lookout. And that way I can put on my power armor. I might be taking on that damn horde, I might as well. The horde's fine, it's just rat toads. It's just it's a horde. Okay, that's not good. So it put me at Dolly Sods. I must have killed the big one. Yep. Yeah. If you kill, yeah, there it is. You kill the legendary, you win, you get that entire thing done. Alright, well, whatever. That was nice.
barb, rad roach meat. Who's the
Cool.
blood
I
bug
got a
proboscis?
possum one.
Oh, there it is. You got everything I asked for. I'll whip up a batch and you're ready to go. Drink this down, and insects will find you taste just awful. Kind of like this repellent taste.
Gunpowder. Gunpowder is so damn heavy. That's one of those annoying things. That's another reason why everyone would go for the ammo factory up there, is because it builds it for you, and you don't have to feed it any resources. But when you make the stuff yourself, you have to have the resources. Like, you have to have the gunpowder. And gunpowder is incredibly heavy. I know they were trying to be realistic with it, but, I mean, come on. Even, I mean, yes, I understand gunpowder in and of itself is heavy. It's always been heavy. But, you know, when you do gunpowder to the point where it is so heavy that you can make like 10, 20 rounds of ammunition, and that the gunpowder needed to make 10 or 20 rounds of ammunition weighs in excess of like 20 pounds. That's too much. You know, they need to drop that weight back a little bit. There it is, the carry weight booster. Got that. That's the real blast. Investigate Berkeley Springs. I don't want to investigate Berkeley Springs. Soil, air. The soil data and air data is over there. Water data is by the treatment facility. You know, I gotta go turn those in. Let's go to the survival tent real quick. Go turn in that. Go turn in those. Go in and turn in all that stuff for to have get the script. No, Apple, I swear to God, you need to fix this stupid charger port that you've got. Your charge ports suck. Well, give me a second. Let me try and get this thing working. There. You have to hold your tongue just right to get it to work. Okay. That's not a bad one, but it's still a Raider power armor. I hate that.
Now, displaying current stock.
Yeah, I got the hunting rifle. Bye-bye. Cocktail, plasma grenade, pulse mine, assault rifle, tactical double
Ready
barrel.
to initiate trading.
Spacesuit helmet. That.
How can I assist you today?
Let's put this stuff away and put this junk away. It's better that the weight is definitely down. Ooh, someone's decided to stop in and say hi. Cool. Do appreciate it. Now, let's head to my camp. Peach iced tea. Gotta love it. Hey. I will get there. Let me tell you, I'm gonna get there. It is raining at my camp. That's fine. And then all the junk out of here. Grab everything out of here. Repaired. No, grab some water. That goes it. That away. Ammo. Okay. Oh, don't need to drill a railroad yet. Red toe omelet. Grilled red toe. Stag.
Nothing smells normal anymore.
Juice. Water. That's all. Now, one of the nice thing is this fried fog crawler. You get damage resistance in foggy and rainy weather conditions. So right now, I get 20. Yeah, 20 plus 20 DR because it's raining. I'll tell you right now, rain in this game is actually kind of nice, like the way they do it. Some people don't like it because of how frequent it is, but I don't mind it. I actually kind of enjoy it. The only rain one I don't like are the big rad storms, but I understand why they do it. Okay, so I need to do wall decorations. Okay, now I'm gonna get rid of that stupid thing. Alright, let's see here. 4 wall decorations. Big wall. Doesn't really matter what I do.
Sometimes
I'm
I
just
think
gonna put it up
I
here.
woke up in a pile of smoldering debris.
One,
Then I met
2,
someone, a stranger. And over
3,
time, well, that stranger
4,
isn't a stranger anymore at all.
5.
I don't believe in luck or fate or any of that. But I do know that I wouldn't have changed a thing.
Okay. Oh, so that one is continuing. Alright, so there's all that. I killed a creature of the group, there's that. I've got
Hey,
most
you.
everything.
Must be my lucky day.
And then the daily ops. I really don't like the daily ops. I don't. You know, I mean, yeah, they're easy for the most part, but like I do solo. Let's see what daily it's decryption. Yeah, the decryption sucks so much because you've got to hunt down these code carriers to get them. And they run off. They run off, and you get this hard time to do it. So when it's the code carriers, and I'm by myself, I never get Elder tier ever. You know, usually I end up with Paladin tier, and if they're exceptionally a pain in the butt, I usually end up with Initiate tier, which takes like 16 minutes. The first time I ever did it, it took me 25 minutes to chase the dude down, but that was because it was in one of the vaults. I think it was Vault 94. Yeah, it was Vault 94. I was chasing those things around Vault 94. Now the decryption ones, they made it for. It's designed for you to have the full
that
group.
I would share a home with.
Now the other one that they have, where you basically you go to 3 spots basically, and you stand there, defeat some waves, and then you go defeat the big boss. You can do that in under 8 minutes by yourself. That one's not much of a problem. But when you're having to chase down these code carriers, get the code, and then go chase it and put the code in, it's designed for you to be with multiple people. I do not like joining randos, especially on this game, because 9 times out of 10 there's at least one jackass amongst the group who literally thinks he's God's gift to this game and that he can do everything better than everyone else, and if anyone tells him, hey, you need to go do that, he'll spend 10 minutes telling you how much of a piece of shit you are for existing. And honestly, I don't like that or need it. You know? Ugh. Yes, we're gonna do that. We need to go do
Well, that's promising. Looks like we got something here.
Huh? That was the reset. I believe that was the reset for the day, to be able to get her daily.
Oh, I can't get over how much better I feel. The headaches are still there, but barely. I wonder what Athena's doing right now.
Uh-huh.
There's something potentially interesting coming up on the scanner.
Ooh, it's a gun.
Oh, you're the best.
Or a
And
weapon of
not
some
just
sort.
because we're in an apocalyptic wilderness and my options are heavily limited. I actually mean it.
I like it when it's the weapon, because it's usually, you know, not all that hard, usually. And you do get a legendary weapon out of it. Now, I think I've only gotten one that was partially decent. And it was that one. That anti-armor chrome. That anti-armor, it's a minigun. I think that's the one that I got. That's the only one that I've got that was actually partway decent. Now, let's see here. I need to do some crafting. Let's see. Some grenades. A nuka grenade. Now, I'm not... Now I need to do some ammo smith, super duper. I need to take another perk. Those are the elements. Yeah, I don't have the hacker wins.
Sometimes I think
That person.
I woke up in a pile of smoldering debris. And I met someone, a stranger. And over time, well,
I think I need to get down here
that stranger isn't a stranger anymore.
Very hard.
I don't
spiritual
believe in
leader,
luck or fate or any of that.
Sniper.
But I do know that I wouldn't have changed a thing.
I'm gonna take the other sniper for the other one, but no, I'm not gonna do that just yet. Okay, so I've got my ammo smith and super duper. And now I need to make some ammo for where's 50 cal? There it is. Got plenty of steel. Got plenty of lead. Got too much gunpowder. Again, like I said, you can have like, or like this one right here. I can make with this Armco container, where you can make ammo with it. It's just base ammo. That's fine. But all of the prime ammo and stuff like that, you have to have gunpowder and you have to make it yourself. And like here, I think this, yeah, they have 743 gunpowder in there, and then I got 307 on it. That's 15 pounds. I've got 15 pounds of gunpowder on me. I don't need that much, but I keep picking it up when I'm going through grabbing, like the ammo cases and stuff, or even some random enemies will have gunpowder on them. Alright, so now I've got...
I never imagined that I would share a home with
I've got
somebody.
about 4,500 rounds of 50 caliber ammo. That'll work.
But this is my life.
Really wish it was... It's vampire. I really wish I could get an explosive vampire one. Because that's one of my favorite ones. I've got this one, which is a really good... Because the only explosive vampire thing I've got... The only explosive vampire thing I've got is this pipe pistol. It's the only one I've been able to get my hands on. And they don't, I mean, they're okay, but I really just don't like the pipe pistols, these pipe ones. I just don't like them. They're okay, don't get me wrong, they are okay, but I usually end up having I make it into a big rifle, and then it's a big sniper rifle. And then it's really heavy. They've got... By the way, if you're wondering what that noise is, that's the vertibirds. See? That's the vertibirds. And they are protecting that cargo bot. That cargo bot is how you get the things to launch the nukes.
Sometimes I think I woke up in a pile of smoldering.
When you have to kill them and take that thing down.
And I met someone, a stranger.
Get it. And
over time,
each one of those launch control tickets weighs a
that
pound.
stranger isn't a stranger anymore at all. I don't believe in luck or fate or any of that. But I do know that I wouldn't have changed a thing.
Okay. Yeah, the nuclear key cards. See, they weigh 16 pounds. These weigh a pound. Why? They're a key card. They don't weigh that. It shouldn't weigh a pound. I mean, yes, I understand that this is rooted in 50s technology. But still. Oh, goody. It's up there. Hooray. You know, still, some of this stuff, you're like, what are you guys doing? That's right. I forgot I had that stupid mini nuke. I need to get that mini nuke out of my inventory. Get rid of the gunpowder. Because you can't sell the gunpowder. That's the other thing. You can't sell it. Well, to a vendor. You can sell it to other players, but nobody wants to buy it because they've already got a bunch of it. And you saw, I've got 700 individual ones in my stash box, and I have another 300 on me. So I'm gonna come on.
Newcomers make me nervous.
Me too, Ward. Me too.
Really go for a hoagie.
Yeah, the world's most broken mailbox, apparently. Because if you stand here and watch it, every time you much turn around, a different person comes over here, beats on it with a hammer, and then leaves. Okay, put that in there, put that in there. I know this is all going to go away when I log off of here, but I don't care.
Can't believe I lost my Nuka Tapper saves. Ugh.
There's the mini Duke. Missiles. Miscellaneous. Gunpowder. Oh, bye-bye.
Is it yins or yous or y'all? I can't keep up.
Saving Mr. Fuzzy tokens. Because I'm planning on getting the entire set. I want to get the cat.
Sunny's provides meager sustenance for a meager price.
I actually already have the Mr. Fuzzy lamp headlight, but it's not as good as just your regular everyday apparel. There it is. Where is it? Like, there's a helmet, the mining helmet you can get. The mining helmet is better than the Mr. Fuzzy one because the mining helmet why is it? It's up there. Why did I get... Oh, okay, whatever. Like, you can actually get the mining helmets, and the mining helmets are actually really, really nice. Yes, I've got a bunch of junk that I don't need. I really need to go through here and just throw out a whole bunch of stuff. Maybe I'll do that one of these days. I'll do it off stream. Got a bunch of these cultist robes because I did this when they did the Mothman thing. That's all I did was the Mothman stuff, and it was fun. It really is fun. See, there's the Free States Assaultron helmet. And Hellcat field gear. Got that. There it is. The miner hats. Mining helmets. Here they are. The mining helmets, you can actually let's see. The armor, get to go to the armor now. You can actually take and put them on.
Derek and I can finally settle down here.
And the nice thing is, it's like, okay, when you go to turn the light on, you do it like that. That's your Pit Boy light. Okay, that's the Pit Boy light. You put the mining helmet on, see, and it goes to that.
Civilization is being rebuilt right here in Foundation.
See, it goes to the mining helmet. And I can actually make it bright. See? Now I can make it bright.
Can't believe I lost my Nuka Tapper saves.
It's more directional.
We no longer
Which
stop
I do like.
Water
But
ice. Water is not also ice. Do not ask for water ice at Sunny's.
you know, but that Mr. Fuzzy one,
The only time I miss being inside the vault
it
is when
doesn't.
the weather's bad.
Yeah, it doesn't let you adjust it. It's literally, it's that low light one all the time. So, I mean, it's a nice collector's. It's like, okay, I got it. That's nice. Okay.
Satisfaction with Sunny is guaranteed.
Cryogenic grenades. I don't like those. I used to, but they just don't do as much as they're supposed to. I really think that they nerfed them. Oh, and by the way, I do like running around with the sea captain's hat.
Build a lair.
Occasionally, I'll bust out my the robe, and I'll run around in a robe, sunglasses, and a sea captain's hat. You know. Or there was a time I actually ran around in the robe, tinfoil hat, and a
fear it. Shop
what was it? A rolling pin and a rolling pin, and I would run up to random people and ask them if they'd seen my husband. He went out and hasn't come back. I got a few chuckles. Yeah, I'll take it. Not exactly the amount that I wanted, but I'll take a few chuckles. Why do I have that much purified water?
Have to say it.
I don't need that much. I bet you I've got a whole bunch of...
You need deal with Sunny.
Oh, and you can't sell boiled water, which is just dumb. Alright, aid. Glowing blood, goodbye.
You are missing out.
Goodbye.
You should fear it.
Psycho buff is good. Psycho tats are fine. I get those because the Psycho buff is what I use in this one for my buff. Because it gives me the plus 25% damage, plus 3 strength, plus 3 endurance, and plus 65 max health for 3 minutes. That's an amazing little buff when you're doing raids and stuff. Psycho tats are the ones that I use for my sniper one. Because it gives me the damage resistance, and plus 3 to my perception. If I use it for
Sunny,
if I use it the Psycho buff with my sniper build, I end up losing the Nerd Rage buff that I like to use. Rad-X, I only like to do one Rad-X because
build a lair out of garbage.
The Rad-X will actually take away your mutations. Well, it'll disable the mutations. For a little while. And I don't want to do that.
Favorite Sunny is. You don't have to say it.
There we go. Super stim packs are nice, but I really, really don't need to be carrying around a whole bunch of them. I got to clear out my...
Satisfaction with Sunny is guaranteed.
I got to clear out my stash of some stuff.
Sandwich.
So I can put the super stim packs in there.
Style that I can respect.
Because I only really like to take the super stim packs into like raids, because I know how much of a royal pain in the butt they are, and I could actually, it's a great booster. But then again, I with this spec I use it's a vampire type build. So I usually don't have to use stim packs at all, except for in emergencies, and even then the small ones will work just fine. The super stim packs are the ones that I like to use for my sniper build, because that'll put me that'll slam me up to where I'm back to the full health that I can use, and it'll sit there and let me go for a little extra longer fighting, because it'll constantly regenerate my health, which is nice. Alright, so we got that. Monster Mash, that's another one. I will only do Monster Mash on when it's my private stuff. It's the only one I
Go
will
on downstairs.
do.
Paige wants you.
Only one I don't like to do on the big main PvP, because that's what that is. You literally go in there and you put a mask on your head and you run around to candy buckets. Meanwhile, you're fighting off ghouls. But as soon as you get in there, you're immediately flagged as PvP, so everybody can attack you. And their goal is to get that helmet, and so they get the candies. So it's just a real pain in the ass, and I'd rather not deal with it. So I only do it on the private server. But you do end up getting some good stuff out of it. You know, there was one time where I got like 6 legendaries out of it, and usually you only get like 2 or 3. But I ended up with 6 of them, and I was really happy that day because 2 of them were 3-star. Okay, so I need to go Berkeley Springs. Now, Berkeley Springs is an interesting spot. And of course I'm going to do the investigate Berkeley Springs, and because you go see a robot named Chloe who thinks that you're basically an annoying brat that she was babysitting. And then you get to go do the thing. Sometimes it's go pick up your toys or clean up this, but usually it's you have a play date and you have to end up going to an area that's just filled with ghouls, and you have to kill the ghouls. I still don't understand why they took the little merchant out of there, and basically this merchant down here used to be right here. I liked her right there. It was nice because I could come up and see what's going on. Usually end up doing a bots on parade and then come up here and do all this stuff. Okay. There's usually scorched throughout here. Like right there. Yeah, by the way, when they explode like that, I actually have a perk that causes them to explode. Okay, let's see here. Ammo, shotgun shell, ammo, Pleasant Valley train tickets. There's Chloe.
You are never to run off without permission again. You had me quite worried, and I cannot even imagine what your parents would think.
Yeah.
Now that I can confirm you are still in one piece, you may have your designated playtime. In fact, why not, as they say, kill 2 birds with 1 stone and go play down by the river. You can collect the samples you need for your upcoming science project for local wildlife. I think the instructions say you need unique samples of 3 different specimens. Now run along. And remember, no talking to strangers along the...
I don't like Scorch. They're freaking annoying. Enjoy that. Yeah.
I miss my mama.
Oh, cool. Of course. See, it's always the stupid power armor. And it's always the Raider power armor. Hate that crap. It's up there. Oh, there's a legendary.
Oh, you're looking tasty. We're eating good tonight, fellas.
You see, this is the only way up, and it's a royal pain in the butt. And that's that heat. That heat. There that one is. That one's dead. Oh, cool. There's both Frankie and Jesse here. Wow. Good Frankie and Jesse. Not bad. This area is kind of okay. There's not. Let's So it should be pretty close to right in here somewhere. I think it's up here. Where in the hell is it? There it is. Yep, there it is. Every once in a while you can get those hats, and you could actually find clean gear throughout here occasionally. You know, find the gear that's actually clean and looks nice, and it's very few and far between, let me tell you. But you can actually find it. Of course, there's also, you know, stuff that you get off of the Adams shop. It usually is clean and there's some cool stuff you can get out of there. And let's give me some good stuff. All right. See, by the way, that playtime thing, basically I have to get stuff from there, and I've already got one for it's the Mirelurk meat, which is fine. Yeah, gotta go get Gulper, and then I get Angler meat, and basically stuff that I really don't want to deal with. Well, at least not right now. It's coming up on 9:30, so I think what I'm going to do... is... I'm going to... I'm going to go down here, turn in this quest, run over, run over and sell the legendary gear that I don't want, and then I'm going to call it for the night. I've got about an hour before I got to go to bed, and I still got to go take a shower and stuff like that. Now, I got to get up in the morning and take my son to his school appointment, summer school type thing. And so I think that's what I'll do. All right.
Perfect. I'm so glad you're here. Every time I see you return from investigating one of these signals, it just makes me smile.
The hunter stuff is junk. It should not even be. I cannot stand that thing. It's just junk. That's all it is.
I can't get over how much better I feel.
Because you get that 50% to animals when you hunt them. Well, that's fine if you're hunting bears and the rad stags and the wolves, and the dogs. That's fine. But that's all it does. That's literally the only bonus you get. The individual ones where you're going, like the super mutants and the ghouls are okay. If that's what because you're going to be, if you're farming a lot, the ones versus ghouls is kind of nice. I have one that's really good versus the Scorched, which is Zealots, because that means the Scorched Beast as well. And so the Scorched, anything over in this area, the Scorched stuff takes extra damage, and that's fine. See? Just, Alright, so that's 160, about 40 more, and I could have a... I could try again on trying with my... with my luck to try and get my 2-shot explosive. Yeah, well, we'll see. Anyway, everybody, it's been fun. It's been real. But, I'm going to get out. Been a pleasure hanging out with you all today. I will try and see when I can come back. Might be tomorrow, might be Wednesday, not quite sure. But I will definitely see you again sometime this upcoming week. And I will continue to try and actually be halfway decent for you. All right? Anyway, you guys take care. It's been a blast.
Game over, man. It's game over.
Ah!